Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the blazing fast magic behind your corporate network connection. If you've ever popped open your laptop at a coffee shop, hit connect, and suddenly had access to your company's most sensitive internal servers, well, you've probably wondered how the heck that actually stays secure, right? We're going to break down the architectural mechanics of Global Protect by Palo Alto Networks. We're looking right under the hood to see exactly how this system keeps your digital workspace locked down, literally anywhere in the world.
So here's our roadmap. Section 1 is beyond traditional VPNs. Section 2, the 3 core components. Section 3 covers the millisecond connection flow. And finally, Section 4, securing your digital workspace. Let's get right into it.
Okay, Section 1, beyond traditional VPNs, a paradigm shift in security. It's absolutely crucial to understand why the old way of doing things just completely fails when it comes to modern remote work. You see, traditionally, a VPN was basically just a secure tunnel that punched a hole right through the corporate firewall. Once you authenticated and got inside that tunnel, you were pretty much trusted. You could roam freely. But in today's threat landscape, blind trust is a recipe for disaster. That's why Global Protect isn't just a tunnel. It's an actual extension of the Next-Generation Firewall. It acts as a strict enforcer. It literally treats your totally unverified open coffee shop Wi-Fi the exact same way it would treat a desk physically sitting inside the corporate HQ. The exact same rules apply, no matter where you are. Moving on to Section 2, the 3 core components. Meet the cast. To really wrap our heads around how it enforces those rules universally, we need to meet the cast. I love using these metaphors because they just make the architecture instantly click. So we've got 3 main players here. The Global Protect app, which acts as the device monitor, the Global Protect portal, acting as the dispatcher, and the Global Protect gateways, which serve as the network's bouncers. Let's break these down. First up, the app. This is where the whole process kicks off. It's the software sitting right there on your laptop or your phone or tablet. It acts as your frontline device monitor. It's quietly keeping an eye on your network connections, ready to initiate the VPN, and crucially, it's constantly gathering vital security data about your device itself. Think of it as your personal security agent. Next, we have the portal. Think of the portal as the ultimate dispatcher, or the central directory. When your app wants to connect, the portal is the very first thing it talks to. Its main job, verifying your identity. Once it's absolutely 100% sure you are who you say you are, it hands your app a highly specific configuration manual. That manual tells your device exactly how and where to connect next. And finally, the gateways. If the portal is the dispatcher, well, the gateways are the literal bouncers guarding the network doors. These are the firewall interfaces doing all the heavy lifting. They establish the actual secure tunnel, they rigorously inspect your traffic for threats, and they're the ones routing you to the specific corporate resources you actually need. All right, Section 3, the millisecond connection flow. Watch the play. We know the players, so let's watch them interact. This specific 5-step sequence is where the magic happens. This entire chain of events triggers the exact second you hit connect. Or honestly, in a lot of modern setups, it just runs seamlessly in the background the moment you open your laptop. The flow goes authentication, configuration delivery, gateway selection, the hip check, and tunnel established. Let's zoom in on the speed here because it is wild. Let's watch this timeline unfold. At 0 milliseconds, you authenticate. Your app reaches out to the portal, maybe you get a Duo or Okta push to your phone, boom. By 15 milliseconds, once verified, the portal instantly delivers that configuration manual we just talked about, handing you a global list of gateways. At 30 milliseconds, the app analyzes that list and selects the optimal gateway. By 45 milliseconds, we hit the crucial hip check to assess your device's security. And at 60 milliseconds, the tunnel is successfully established. 60 milliseconds. It's an incredible, highly choreographed symphony happening totally behind the scenes. And actually, it gets even smarter during that gateway selection step. Your app doesn't just blindly pick a gateway. It actively tests response times from that list the portal gave it. So, say you're traveling in London. It's going to rapidly route you to the geographically closest gateway in Europe for the absolute best speed. But here's the real kicker. The app knows if you are already physically sitting inside the main office. If you are, it seamlessly routes you to an internal gateway. That way, it applies all the necessary corporate security policies, but it completely skips the heavy, redundant encryption process. It saves a ton of processing power and keeps everything running lightning fast. Which brings us to Section 4, securing your digital workspace, passing the final check.
We're at the very end of our timeline here, but this is where the most critical security happens.
We hit this massive security barrier right before you get in. Before fully opening the door, the gateway requests the host information profile, or a HIP check. It's essentially the gateway's bouncer saying, look, I know exactly who you are, but I gotta make sure your device isn't a liability. Because it doesn't matter if you have the right password. If your laptop is sitting there with malware, there is no way you're getting in.
So what exactly is this HIP check? In those final milliseconds, the app scans your device to prove it meets strict company standards. It's checking. Is your antivirus software actively running? Check. Is your physical hard drive encrypted so lost data stays safe? Check. Is your operating system fully up to date? Check. Seriously, if you've ever wondered why your IT team is relentlessly nagging you to restart your computer for an update on a Tuesday morning, this is exactly why. Fail this check and the bouncer keeps the door slammed shut. But if your device is clean, updated, and you pass that strict HIP check, boom! A secure IPsec or SSL tunnel is successfully established right then and there. It's an unbreakable encrypted pipeline. You've just instantly navigated from some untrusted public Wi-Fi straight into a highly secure connection with your corporate headquarters.
And here is where Global Protect leaves those old-school VPNs in the dust. Once you're inside this trusted, secure tunnel, the gateway doesn't just go to sleep and let you wander around. The bouncer stays with you. The gateway is actively and continuously inspecting your traffic for malware as you work. It enforces strict rules on exactly which internal servers you can access. And it limits your apps and websites based entirely on your job role. A marketing associate? Yeah, they aren't going anywhere near the HR payroll servers, even though they're technically inside the exact same secure tunnel.
So that wraps up our architectural breakdown. I want to leave you with this final thought. The next time you boot up your laptop at an airport lounge, the architecture is perfectly designed. The app, the portal, the gateways, they're all ready to verify your identity and secure your network in literal milliseconds. But the ultimate question remains. When that connection triggers, is your device actually secure enough to pass the